What is going on YouTube? I hope you're having a good day. I hope I sound clearer because I've got my new microphone which I just showed you on, and yeah, it sounded good. Hopefully nice and crisp. Yes, so today we are going to be doing some legs. Now I do realise I haven't actually trained legs on the F Maglifts channel, which is, I don't know why that's happened, but I think we have to do it. So and I think a lot of people do postpone legs. And it is a very undertrained muscle group. You know, out of all of them, legs is trained the least. But in my opinion, I think having a big set of legs is one of the coolest things you can possibly have. Because if someone's like Jack, so you've got someone who's absolutely massive, and they've got skinny legs, that takes away from their physique so much. Because they just don't train legs. So all of a sudden they've now got that we've now got the excuse against them in a way that it's like, well, you know, you've skipped a fundamental part of training, and you know, you may have a bigger upper body than me by a little bit, but if you've got skinny legs, then what do I care? You know, I'm trying to be a bodybuilder, so I'm trying to get everything in proportion. So if your legs are skinny, then you know you're gonna get smoked in a bodybuilding competition. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's a very important thing to train, and I mean, it obviously depends on what you're trying to go through, and I go for, and I appreciate that not everyone wants to be a full-blown bodybuilder. It's, you know, it's not a common thing, but you know, if you are, then you can't put yourself at that disadvantage of having like sort of just skinny legs. So you've got to have a good set of legs on you. So yeah, we're going to be hitting a pretty intense, long, high volume leg day today. I tend to do higher volume on leg days just because they're such big muscles, so they can just take a lot more load of weight. So I think it's important that we really smack the hell out of them and just try and obliterate them. And I always find that after a leg day, once I've done that, when you get home, you struggle up the stairs, then you get into bed, and for some reason your bed is so much warmer than it's ever been. It's just so much cozier after a leg day, and I'm sure if you guys out there who train legs, yeah, I'm talking to you guys. If you train legs, you can relate, and you know, if you don't train legs, you got to change that. You can't be those people that they don't train legs. And personally, I think that in terms of how good a muscle can look aesthetically, when there's, you know, no body fat percentage and you've got a good amount of muscle, I think your legs have got to be, especially like your quads, have got to be one of the most aesthetic muscles on your body. I can't think of anything else more aesthetic. I guess maybe like a well striated chest looks really good, or maybe like you get like striations in your tricep. But I mean, there's bodybuilders that have all the separations in their quads. I mean, that is like, I really want to have that. It's just such a cool thing. Yeah, I really, that is what I'm chasing. So yeah, to you guys out there skipping leg day, stop skipping it. Start training legs. You won't regret it. But obviously, like, if you're trying to take it, you're not trying to take your training too seriously, and you're trying to do it for more just personal enjoyment, fun, and health reasons as well. You know, you don't have to train legs. I mean, I get it does make general life easier, like walking up the stairs. But you know, if you're, you know, like I say, if you're trying to be a bodybuilder or you're trying to whack on some weight, you're gonna kind of counteract that with the whole adding weight and then having your legs be able to move more weight. It's going to kind of be counteracted by that. But definitely we recommend training it. Be careful of your knees if you are training your legs with high volume and lots of intensity. Just be careful with those. But yeah, I mean having a big pair of legs is just sick. I do think as well, when you have big chunky legs, you gotta, like, they look so much better when you get down that last few percentages of your body fat percentage. So when you get down those last few percentage, that last, like that, there's a certain boundary, is what I'm trying to say. There's a certain boundary between that point where you look like you have whoppers of legs, but they're not defined, and then all of a sudden you start to see it pop out. You start to see your teardrop develop. You start to see this midsection thigh come up a bit, and then you start to see this side bit on the side of your quad pop out. And I think when that happens, I'm pointing down here like you can see my legs, but if you think about a leg, I mean, like when they're just covered in fat, you can't see the muscle, but as soon as you get to that last bit where you get that extra bit leaner, everything just pops out and your leg just looks massive, rather than just being like almost like if you're like a overweight person, you've got a lots of fat stored on your legs. It really separates you from that, and it just makes your leg look just insane, really. So yeah, you can tell I'm pretty excited about having big legs one day, having some absolute chunky legs. My legs aren't too bad, but yeah, we're just working on them gradually, just grinding, keep going, and yeah, eventually we'll get there. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing. I think we're gonna do. Well, first thing I like to do on a leg day is get some stretching done, just to avoid any risk of tearing quads, hamstrings, mostly hamstrings. But yeah, so being careful of that. So I'm gonna make sure I'm well stretched out, and then I'm just gonna go into some sort of leg extensions, leg curls first, just warm the hamstrings up. And I want to do a bit of RDLs as well today, so we'll give that a go. But yeah, man, I think that's going to be good. I am training with a mate today, so you probably see him featuring unless I get to the gym and he's like, oh, do you know, I don't want to be on camera. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. And I think I'm going to take probably 300 milligrams of a pre-workout, and I think I'm going to have it just before the gym. So I'm going to take it. It's only like a 5-minute drive to the gym, so I'm going to take it just before I leave, and then because I have it quite concentrated, because the one I have is absolutely revolting. It's disgusting. It's like a fruity blend or something like that from the Gold Standard company, and I don't like it. And I think, to be fair, it's more because of the initial pre-workout I had. It was like it's called Murdered Owl, and the flavour was sour gummy bear. I don't know what was going through my mind to have bought that, but that was really bad, and it just tastes that little bit similar to that, and I think that just puts me off it. So I'm going to have it in quite high concentration so I can just down it, make sure it's all in me, and then that should be kicking in the next sort of like 10, 20, maybe probably 20 minutes, I would say. So by the time I'm then going into my exercises, that will kick in for me. And I think as well, starting on hamstrings, it's a lot less strain on the body, I think. So hamstrings are easier than quads. They're so much easier. They still hurt, obviously, it's your leg, but the quads, that just take so much more energy, take so much more out of you, and you need a good amount of pre-workout in you just to help you really get like hyped up for a set. Really just like, you'll be really feeling it. You're going to do better. Get the music going. You're going to do well. Anyways, I think we're doing a bit too much yapping, so I think we're going to get on with it. I am at some point going to do in the near future, going to do a sort of what Finn eats in a day, or what FMAG eats in a day, what diet is, because I'm cutting now. I'm down to, I think last video I was 107.5, and I've just weighed myself now and I'm 105.5. So this diet, me tracking every single calorie, making sure I'm not going over too many, I'm not going over any calories at all, making sure I'm in all of my ranges and getting as much protein in as possible. This diet is really helping me. So if you're not tracking your calories, track them now, train your legs, and let's get into it. That was sick. So the thing we're trying to do there is pull it up, quite heavy weight, you can really load it up there. And with your legs, you just really try and pull it up all the way as far as you can until you physically can't move anymore. Squeeze, a little quick squeeze, and then just release the weight slowly. And just really try and emphasize the slow, not too slow, but slow enough to the point you're just tearing all the muscle in your hamstrings. So I'm gonna do another 2 more sets of that, I reckon, and then we'll see how we go from there. Right, next set. What am I doing? Whew. Okay, drop from 74 to 60. Yeah, we're saying another one of those, maybe 2 more. I reckon I'm gonna drop down. Drop down? No, I'm same weight. I'm gonna hit a little double drop set of this set. I'll spice things up a bit. And that final set, you can sort of just grind out those last few heart reps, get an extra bit of burn. It doesn't look like you're doing much, but that kills mid-set. Right, let's give some RDLs a go. A bit noisy down here, so let's hope it's not too bad on the audio. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, Sam Tulo video, yeah. Still got the mic and everything. That's really good. It takes a lot of energy out of you though. Alright. Gonna stick with 2 plates, I reckon. We'll see how that goes. It's at the point where it's not too heavy, but it's just about right. It allows me to really contract the old hamstrings. So let's give it a pop. Let's give it a whirl. Got the wrist straps on. It's getting a little bit tiring on the forearms, so. That is tiring. I reckon 2 more sets and then we'll call it there for hamstrings temporarily. We're not done yet. Let me know if you want to use any equipment as well if you want.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, let me know.
I might try the belt just to see if it stops my lower back a bit later.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to video this bit to you guys. I was just explaining to my mate that if you're doing your RDLs and you feel it in your lower back too much, that's probably because your legs are out and then you're bending more at the waist and you're coming down by pivoting at the hips a bit more. Let me show you. Pivoting down like this, whereas instead, trying to hit hamstrings a bit more, bend your knees a bit, so you've got your centre of gravity. When you're lifting the bar, you're still closer to your centre of gravity, so rather than straightening out your legs, coming down and lifting up with your lower back as well, you can sort of bend your legs more, lift the bar nice and close, and then bring it up close to you, and then squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings and sort of drive forwards a bit, and just really squeeze that hamstring as much as you can in order to target it. So just keep it nice and close to your legs. Give that a try. Let's hit this next set. Whew. I'm going to grab a belt for this one actually. Right then guys, let's get this set going well. Remember, nice and close to the knees. Jeez. All right, just got back from my hunt trying to find 2 5 kilos. Had to walk around the whole gym. Okay. It's the same weight, I'm not actually adding any weight, it's the same weight. Man, that's a big moth. And there's a big moth on the floor. Sadly, he's been stepped on, but. All right, the last set of this. And then I'm feeling some quad hammering time, so that's gonna be pretty fun. I think we're gonna go onto some leg extensions, warm up the quads and the knees, and then jump into some hack squats. So that's when the pain really kicks in. But I'm feeling that kick of pre-workout now. It's getting in, and yeah, let's get this last set done. I want in my belt. Where's my belt? Right, Ray. I think he's getting the shot if you want. All right, I need my belt. You're taking my belt, mate.
Sorry.
You're right, don't worry. Oh, mate, I think I've had too much water and I'm just feeling a little bit sick. A little bit. Just little sips on the water from now on. Oh, this belt doesn't help. Okay. Do you reckon you give me some assisted reps just for the last 2 sets? Last 2 reps, sorry. Alright, cheers, man. When I'm like dying, just spot from the side if you want, yeah.
Yeah, man, no worries.
Alright, I'll have a few of me and then just when I get to the end.
Go on. Pull.
Oh, cheers. Oh, that's it. That's me done. That's me done.
Still got another.
You got another one. That's it. Nice. Get a good squeeze at the top. Squeeze those hammies. That's it. Come on. All the way. All you. That's it. Keep it moving. Keep going. This is your last set. Let's go. Let's go. Good. Good. All the way. Come on. Up. All right. 2 more. 2 more. Let's go. 2 more. Good stuff. 1 more. Last one. Good. Lovely. Yeah, basically, well, today this is just going to be like a bit of a warm up of it, right? Yeah, a bit of a warm up. Just to get the quads and the knees warmed up before we go into the heavy hack squat. So let's give it a go. Whoa. Let's get the weight right this time. All right. That was so much better. Just getting the right weight makes such a difference, man. All right, the battery is not looking good on the phone, unfortunately, so I'm gonna keep the recording to a minimum. So we've still got a few more sets, but you might only see some of them, unfortunately. But a bit of a shorter video today. All right. Whew.
Push, drop. Push.
Half reps. Oh, cheers, man. That's sick. Oh. Oh, it's tiring. Oh. I am certainly not going to need to train cardio after this, because this is pretty cardio intensive, so I'm not going to need to train cardio. And I probably can't train cardio either. Alright, let's get this next set done. I just want to move on from this exercise because it is not fun. Whew. It's good to go quite deep in the squat in this exercise, just to really grow those teardrops out a bit more. Get that full range of motion. Okay. That was oh man, oh, that was good. That was a good set. Yeah, so unfortunately, low battery. Gonna give you a quick rundown of what we're doing. It's just a leg pump so far. It's getting juicier, getting there, but trying to get all these striations to pop out a bit more in the future cut. Not the best lighting, but gives you an idea. We're going to be moving on to this is a linear leg press, and we're going to superset that with the leg press here. Again, going light and just focusing on the teardrop. And then we might do some more laying down the hamstring curl, but we're definitely going to do some seated hamstring curl just over there. And then some leg extensions, and I think that will sum up today's workout. So I'm going to get as many clips as I can in there, and yeah. All right, I am suffering right now, and I think that's because of the low calorie diet and the intense working out. But we're pushing through. It's going well. Gonna have sore legs tomorrow. Whew. Oh, dear. Okay. Oh. Oh, come with me. Oh dear. Look at that. Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Actually using my magnetic feature on my new microphone. Yes, I am being very quiet at the minute because it's nearly 1 o'clock in the evening, and yes, unfortunately my phone did run out of battery, so I do apologise for that. I am getting my new phone. It is ordered officially. It's arriving on Tuesday. So that's exciting stuff, and hopefully the battery will be a little bit better on that phone. But yes, so as far as the leg day went, it went really well. We actually ended up staying probably an hour, probably about an hour and 15 minutes after recording. And oh mate, my legs are feeling tired and they're going to feel sore tomorrow and especially the next day. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, sorry about it cutting out, that is my bad. And I'll try and learn from my mistakes and make sure it doesn't happen next time. But if you did enjoy the video, please give it a like, and in the next time, see you soon. Before I go, not too hasty, I have got a video, as mentioned, I've got a video coming up soon. It's going to be a day of eating on the cut, and it's just going to be going through all the different foods I'm eating in order to lose how much weight in a certain amount of time, and all the different supplements I'm taking and what the benefits are. So stay tuned for that video, and till then, I'll see you next time.